Alrighty guys, welcome to the YouTube channel. I'm Daniel. I run the iFix YouTube channel. Please smash the like button and subscribe. I don't like to have to say that, but it's part of the YouTube regulations to do it in the first 30 seconds. Plus, we also like to have our back scratched, but if you want your video to grow and show up in trending categories, then you kind of have to do it. Stay tuned for my intro. Today I'm going to be showing you how to install, and I'm going to do this as quickly as I can because I'm running out of daylight. I'm going to show you how to install a thermostat in a 2008 through 2016 6.2 liter F-250 or 350 engine, and I'm going to try to do this as quickly as I can and show you the easy way to do everything. So enjoy my intro, and I'll see you guys back here in a second.
Hey, whoa, where are you going? Hey, listen, if I'm going to take the time to teach you how to do all this stuff, then you get your butt back out in that garage. And then you smash the subscribe and like button because I'm an awesome guy and I like to give free information. So you should do me a favor. But don't be walking away. We got things to learn today and to fix. So you better go grab your tools and get out in that garage right now. Right now. What are you waiting for? Go. Jeez.
Welcome back. We're going to try to do this quickly. Size 8. I've got a small ratchet. I've got a 1 extension. I have an electric screwdriver with a flathead. That's going to be to take off the clamps. And then of course I have the thermostat, and I have a pair of pliers that are very specific for taking off clamps, squeeze clamps. And then I've got a container down here. And that should be hopefully all we need to do this job. So I'm going to slide this up underneath here. The thermostat is right there, so we have to get this off to access it. There should be 2 bolts on top, and then we should be able to pry it apart. I may have to grab a rubber mallet and tap it, or a screwdriver and just kind of pop it up, because I have a feeling that's the original thermostat in this thing, and we're going to be replacing it today. This one was purchased on eBay. I will supply the eBay link. $10, very cheap. So we're going to slide this down just in case we get some runoff. Should be about right there at the front of the motor. That should work. And hopefully we catch anything that comes down. I don't foresee that this is going to need the entire system drained. I think we can do this without draining the system. We may lose a small bit of coolant to this, but I think we can put it back in depending on how bad it is. But if not, I have a whole container over there so I can just top this off. So let's get started here. First thing I'm going to do, now that we've got that underneath there, I'm going to try to run this all as one segment. These clamps are specifically, or these pliers are specifically designed to remove these clamps. We're going to squeeze them. We're just going to pop this guy off. It's probably never come off before, so a bit of a rough job. There we go. Going to undo that from its boot, undo that from its boot. We're just going to lay this aside, keep that elevated. Then we're going to undo this clamp, and this clamp, and this clamp. And then, let's see, can we unplug this guy? Let's see how to unplug this. It's probably just a push button switch or a rollback red switch. I can't tell which kind of switch this is. I don't want to break it. Is it a push tab? Oh man, of course, right at the start of the video I have one plug that I can't see what it is. I'm thinking it's a push. All right, well, let me get this figured out, and because I just can't tell from this angle what this is. I feel like this is a pop tab. I feel like this should come back. I could be wrong about that, but I feel like this is supposed to come back and unlock. I think that's what that's supposed to do. Well, let's try to do it on camera real quick. God, that's the 3rd time I've stepped on that. Let's see if we can get a little flathead in there. Does that pop out? I feel like that's what that does. No? Leave it to Ford to put upside down clamps so you can't see what they are. It's a really great design, Ford. Even for your engineers, though, they probably know what these are. There we go. It was a pullback clamp. That should have undone it, or pretty much close to it. That might have been it right there. Come on. Really? How far out does this thing have to come? That should come off of there. Unless I'm just completely doing something wrong. No, that is definitely an unlocked clamp. that should pop off there now. But there we go. Jeez. Wow, what a frustrating clamp. Yeah, that was an unlock clamp. Holy cow, that was really stuck on there. Okay, well there you go. You may have to fight that clamp as bad as I did, but definitely it's a pullback clamp. As I suspected, it pulls back, that's what locks it in and out of place, but it has to be inserted to lock down, so yeah. So just give it a little squeeze. Once you pull that tab back, give it a little bit of a squeeze and pop it off. See what I'm saying? Squeeze that tab and it should lift up off that joint, see? And then pull it back out. Okay, well, the fun part is done over there. We should be able to lift this up now. If we can get it. I just want to pull this whole thing off as a unit. Am I missing one more? I shouldn't be missing one. That should pull up. What's still holding you on there? Just the force of this, huh? All right, let's take it off. If that's the case, we'll take it off. There we go. Should be able to separate it now. There we go. Pop that off. See what kind of air filter we got here. See how clean it is too. Oh, this is not too dirty. It wasn't changed that long ago. I'll blow it out before I put it back in. Yeah. I'll hit it with the air box before I put it back in. But for now, we're just gonna drop it back in there. Okay, next up. Let's get up here. And, oh, well, that one was already disconnected. That one pulls up and pops off, and then this is a push tab, but that apparently is broken from somebody prior to me, so that tab would go down, this tab would come up, and those would disconnect. What else we got over here? This is a pushback tab. This little piece goes back, and then you pull, and that pops off, and this is just basically a vacuum hose, it looks like, or a breather, and that should be it. All we should have to do now is remove this clamp right here, which is what this guy is for, if I can get down in there. I love it, I can't even see what I'm doing. Guessing game. Ugh. I do not want to have to crawl on top of this motor. I'm gonna have to get up here. Damn it, I did not want to get up on this. I think that's so high. Ugh. There we go. Oh God. I'm too old for it. I'll be moving this clamp up here next time so we can put this on a lot easier. That should be enough to get it off there though. Yeah, I'm 40, guys. Oh, I do not need to be throwing my legs up over the top of things like this. That's craziness. Now let me rearrange my ladder because that is all jacked up now and I don't want to die. Okay, you should be able to pop off there now. I think it should pull up or pop off, one or the other. There we go. There. Again, as my ladder folds up underneath me, trying to kill me again. All right, well, there you go. That's all off there. Oh, fun, huh? While I'm here, I'm probably gonna clean my throttle body too, because it looks dirty. Yeah, there's a lot of carbon in there. Okay, well, everything else, now that I'm here, looks really good. Well, gosh, that just made it super easy to get to all the spark plugs, didn't it? Just removing that, you can access all the spark plugs pretty easily. That's cool. Good for us, huh? Let's make sure there's no leaking up here. I don't see any coolant leaks anywhere. No. Nope. Should be good. That's gonna be a pain in the butt right there with that bracket in the way, but guess what I'm not removing? I'm not removing that bracket. So, yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is get a bungee cord ready for this. That way I can strap this up here and hook it with the bungee cord so that hopefully we don't lose a ton of fluid. So let me go get a bungee cord, because as soon as I take that off, I have this weird feeling that I'm gonna need a bungee cord. You know, it's easier just to have one ready for yourself, you know? Okay, come here. Yeah, that other one's gonna be kind of hard to access, so, okay, come on. So while I'm here, I'm gonna grab an angle. There we go. Should be able to get it with this guy, hopefully. Hopefully. So right now I'm just gonna put everything on the airbox so I don't lose my tools. And we're gonna get this guy ready right up there. So as soon as I pull that line, I can hook it and that'll hold it up. And hopefully we don't lose a ton of fluid underneath this thing. Let me look down there. Yep, I can see my container down below, so that's perfect. That means anything that runs down is gonna go right into that container. So let's get ourselves started here. I'm just gonna undo this guy right here. See if I need another extension. I might not. Give myself a little room here. That's an 8mm. There we go. All right, see if I can undo it by hand. Yep. Beautiful. Pray to the fluid gods we don't lose all this fluid. All right, let me get a magnet. And we can just grab these bolts. I don't feel like fighting with all this stuff all night, so we'll just grab a mini magnet. Mini magnet. Let's get that guy out of there if we can. There we go. There's one. Set that guy right there for now. And now we have the fun of trying to get to the other one while it's at an angle. So I'm gonna use my swivel head, pop that guy on there, then pop this guy on there. How to get your white shirt dirty. 5 minutes or less, a full tutorial at ifix.com. You're welcome. Glad I could do that for you guys. Okay, so maybe it's not good if I have that much tension on it. That's how things are going so far, guys. And I'm so lazy, I don't even want to like climb underneath there to get that, so magnet to the rescue. Good job, magnet. See, magnets save your life. Let's try that again. Do, 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 do. This might even be easier with another extension. Just get on there, bro. There we go. See if I can get a hold of it, crack it free. There we go, it's starting to break free. There it is. Got him. All right, let's see if I can do it by hand now. Ayo. That's what I'm talking about right there. It's what I'm talking about. Okay, that guy's out of there. Magnet. Yeah, we're having that kind of day, folks, trying to move fast. Really? Oh no, I did not hear that hit the ground. That's not good. Ruh-roh, where did you go? Ugh. Yep, that's not good. Sheet. All right, well, let me find that guy before we go any further. I got it, moment of truth. And we gotta try to do this fast if we can. Stop buckling on me. All right, so I'm just gonna get this out because again, the objective is to do this fast. Probably gonna lose a little bit of coolant here, hopefully not too much. Again, that container down there is enough to hold the entire system, so if it does bleed off, that's just fine and dandy with me. I'll take my motorcycle to work in the morning, and on the way back, I'll stop and get some coolant. We'll just replace all the coolant. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh, she's a gusher. There we go. Guess what? That's pure water in there. Pure water. There's no coolant in this thing. Okay. Well, no wonder this didn't work. There is zero coolant in this thing. It is completely on water. You can't make this stuff up, man. None. No coolant. Absolutely pure water. Yep. How sad is that? Phew. Well, looks like I'm gonna be draining all the fluid out, and this truck is gonna be sitting here tonight. But again, if you're wondering how to put in the new thermostat, well, you just drop it in there like so and you're done. But I can't go any further now because this thing needs coolant. So, yep. Wow, that sucks. You can't make this stuff up, man. You just can't. That's crazy. I was wondering if that was the case. I was squeezing those lines down there and they felt crusty on the inside, and I couldn't figure out what would cause that. But now I'm very much aware that that is definitely a problem. Also, the rubber gasket is not here anymore. So this wasn't even doing its job at all. So the problem is this thing's had coolant in it. It's just been boiling the water as opposed to actually cooling the vehicle. So now I've got all this water just chilling in the radiator and stuff. It was completely missing this gasket. So if you guys are wondering, that gasket was completely missing. And yep, so new one, old one in very rough shape. Yep. Boy, that one's just seized up. Shoo! Look at that. Craziness. All right, well, guys, all you would do, again, is just drop this down in there like that. Like so. And that creates a seal like that. Make sure it's fitted in there perfectly all the way down to the bottom. Like that. And then you just put the top back on and you're done normally, but unfortunately I have to drain all the coolant out of here, and then you would just put everything back together normal, how you normally would. So as much as I want to show you guys how to finish this job, obviously it's pretty simple. You can see how to do it. Just drop in the new one and then reattach the coupler, put your bolts back in, and then just put everything back together. As you can see, you would only lose a little bit of coolant doing that job, so you would just end up putting the extra in here, which the overflow is now low because it just ran out of the line. So there you go. Okay, well, cool. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, show me some love. And hope this video helped. You can see how easy it would normally be to do it, but unfortunately I've signed myself up for a lot more work now. So, it is what it is. Deuces.